What's going on, guys? Adam Snyder here with the Homemade Entrepreneur. So in today's video, what I want to do is I want to give you 7 reseller mistakes I made early on. And this video, I'm going to talk mainly about eBay and Amazon FBA, right? So if you guys are currently selling on eBay or Amazon, then this video is surely going to help you out. Now I want to ask you a question first, okay? And let me know, be honest. What is your favorite platform to sell on? Is it eBay? Is it Amazon? Maybe it's something else. What is it? Answer that question down in the comment section below. So if you're ready to jump in the video, hit that thumbs up button and let's go. Now I want you to understand that these mistakes, these 7 mistakes that I've made early on, okay, in my reselling business, these are not in any order based on the biggest mistake to the least mistake. Okay, it's not like that. These are just 7 mistakes I made early on, and I want you guys to learn from those. So the first mistake that I made was not selling on multiple platforms. Here's the reason why this was a mistake. Okay, I sold a lot of stuff. For example, I sold early on in my Amazon FBA days, I was selling a lot of women's like lingerie, women's underwear, bras, panties, sets, whatever. And I was doing fairly well. However, there were some sizes, and I'm not a woman, I'm not a female, I don't really know what the best sizes are, or I didn't at that time. And so I was just buying, whatever double D's and A's and B's and just different, bra cups and as different sizes. And some were selling, some weren't. And the problem was I wasn't really selling a lot on eBay at that time. So I was getting a bunch of items back in and I would pretty much liquidate them. I would sell them to, thrift stores, to consignment stores as, not really consign it, but I would sell it to these stores and just pretty much get it off my hands. But I realized later on is I was leaving a lot of money on the table and I was pretty much giving up a lot of my money because I wasn't selling on multiple platforms. So later on, what ended up happening was I got a bunch of shoes back, and so I decided to put those on eBay. And then on eBay, I was just killing it. I was just making a lot of money, but I was only selling shoes. So what I realized was if any time I got an item back from Amazon FBA, I would list that item on eBay. A lot of times it would sell, and if 6 months down the line it didn't sell, then I'd take that item and I'd usually liquidate it either to a second-hand store like a thrift store or consignment store, or I would actually just have a big yard sale or warehouse sale, about 2 times a year, and liquidate all my excess inventory that way. So that was one huge mistake that I made early on, was not selling on multiple platforms. The second huge mistake I made early on in reselling was I was spending my profits on personal stuff. And I bet you've done this before, okay? You probably bought that new car. You paid to have your house repainted or got new flooring, whatever it was, okay? Personal stuff, a vacation. I was doing this every single time I got a paycheck from Amazon. And this was a huge problem. And it wasn't a huge problem initially, but what happened was after I calculated all my profits at the end of the year and figured out where I could actually make more money, the problem was I was spending so much of my profits on other things, on outside stuff, outside of the business, I wasn't rolling it back in. So this is a huge problem that I see a lot of new resellers making, whether they're selling on eBay, Amazon, Poshmark, another platform. They take a lot of their profits and they're spending it on their own personal stuff. Stop doing that. Roll as much of that profit back into your business so that your business can actually grow. Now, what I like to do is I like to spend, a little bit of money, okay? Obviously for personal stuff, you gotta pay yourself, for running this business. But after that, put as much as you can back into your business, because I guarantee you, if you can put 100% of your profits back to your business for only 2 to 3 months, you're gonna have a full-time business. It's gonna be bigger and better than ever. It's gonna be booming, and you're gonna thank me for it. Mistake number 3 that I made, and I documented that, the mistake, and I really opened up to you guys, in I think it was like end of the year 2017, was I was not scaling my business fast enough. Here's what I mean. Back in 2017, I absolutely loved, and I was making a lot of money, okay, but I absolutely loved doing retail arbitrage. And you probably know what that is, but for those of you that don't, retail arbitrage is where you go to a retail store, buy a product, and then you turn around and sell it on eBay or Amazon or another platform for more money. You make a little bit, right? So that's essentially what retail arbitrage is. what I was doing every single day, I would go to a handful of stores. I'd buy hundreds, if not thousands of dollars worth of new inventory. I'd box it all up and I'd ship it off to Amazon. And that was very good, but I went from RA to burnout in a hurry, especially over Q4. And so what I ended up doing, and I did a little bit before as well, but what I decided to do was spend more time really building my relationships with wholesale suppliers, really building my relationships with the manufacturers that I was using to make my private label products. And I was doing that a little bit more. I was outsourcing more. I was using third-party prep and ship companies. I was trying to take my business from, I was doing most of the work, me and one other person, and I was just trying to push it off onto, other people, use them, outsource as much as I could. And I think that's what really helped my business go from, just a little bit of money, which was still great, to making a lot of money, and where I can spend my time doing other things, working in other sides of my business. So that's something I really made a mistake on, was I was spending too much time inside my business and I couldn't scale with what I was doing. So I had to make a slight adjustment, which I did, and my business kind of flourished from there. Mistake number 4, and this is huge for a lot of new sellers, is they're not building up their capital in the beginning stages of their business. And this is one of the reasons why I tell a lot of people, and this is one of the reasons why I created this course. It's called Thrift Store Profits. But I created this course not only to teach people how to go and buy and sell stuff from thrift stores, but I've created this so that other people can start making money right now, day one, and turn that money that they make and put it into their next business tomorrow and next week. And so they can start making money today, but they can use that profit as soon as maybe today, tomorrow, next week, to fund their next business, their next big purchase. Okay, which kind of leads me into the mistake that I made, was I wasn't building up my capital, and I was just spending a little bit here, there, just going back and forth, 100 here, 100 there, 100 here, 100 there. And what happened was I couldn't make those big buys from my wholesale suppliers or from the manufacturers I was using for my private label products. And I couldn't make those huge buys. So what happened was I was paying a little bit more, and I wasn't making as much profit on every single sale, simply because I didn't have the funds to buy these huge orders. Okay. Now I was still, doing fairly well, and I was able to make purchases and all that stuff. But if I was able to spend, an extra $10,000, $15,000, which I could have, but I didn't have those funds yet. They're all tied up in different products. So because of that, I always tell people, try to build up your capital as soon as possible. Have a little bit of a nest egg, a little bit set aside, so that you can make those big purchases. Because I guarantee you, at some point, you will get burnt out by making those little purchases every single day and being inside your business as opposed to actually running it. Mistake number 5, which is huge, and I actually just got off a coaching call with a client who's been making this mistake, is he doesn't calculate his profits and losses. That is huge. Now let me know, do you do that down in the comment section below? Do you calculate every single item that you sell, how much you either made or lost on that product? Okay, let me know down in the comment section below. Now, here's the reason why this is a mistake. If you don't know how much money you make on every single product, then you don't know how much money you made over the course of a month. If you don't know that, then chances are you don't know if you're profitable or you're losing money. So here's what I recommend. If you're selling on Amazon or eBay, there's a great software out there for you guys. It's called GoDaddy Bookkeeping. It's very inexpensive. I highly recommend it. I actually use it myself. It works very well. And again, it's very inexpensive. It will keep track of all your, and you can hook up your accounts, and it keeps track of all the payments that you receive. You can put in how much money you've spent. Okay, all that great stuff. All right. So if you're not using GoDaddy Bookkeeping, I highly recommend you go and get it right now. Mistake number 6 is you are buying, and this is something that I did so much, was I was buying low profit items. I knew they would sell. However, I was still buying them, and they're making me less than 20% profit. Okay, return on investment. So if an item cost me $10, I was making less than $2 profit on these items. Now, some of you, if you're bigger sellers, are thinking, well, that's good. 20% still very good, and it is. But when you're first starting out, early on in my reselling business, 20% is horrible. Okay, now you're probably thinking, well, I sell stuff and I spend $10 on an item and I only make $2 and I'm fine with it. And that's fine. That may be your business. However, this kind of goes back to what I was saying before, building up your capital faster. If you are buying items that cost $10 and you're only making $2 on them, chances are it's going to take you months or years to build up that capital to really invest in your business, to buy a new warehouse, to buy a big cargo van, to go and buy stuff, to go and spend a lot of money on a wholesale order on a private label product. It's going to take you a lot of time. And that may be time that you don't have or you're not willing to wait. So because of that, stop buying those products that are making you 20% return on investment. It's not worth it. Instead, go and buy those items that are making you 50, 100, 300% ROI. Again, that is why one of the reasons why I've created this course called Thrift Store Profits is because you can go into a thrift store, you can pay $4 for a shirt, you can turn around and sell that shirt easily for $25, $45 and make much more than 100% return on investment. Okay? Even if you buy a $5 shirt and sell it for $20, you're probably going to make right about that $5 to $7 profit per item. That's over 100%. That's much better than that 20% return on investment. So because of that, stop buying those items that are only making you 20%. They're just too many low profit items that are taking a lot of your time, taking your money, okay? And maybe they're not selling quick enough, right? So just think about that. Are you buying the right type of item? And mistake number 7, and this is something that I continue to do, and it's still a problem, and I'm working on it, and I get it, is I am too diversified. Here's what I mean. I was selling on eBay, or I was selling on Amazon FBA. I was selling a little bit doing Amazon merchant fulfilled, and I was selling very little on eBay. And on top of that, that was my reselling business. I was selling on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and OfferUp. And on top of that, I was doing YouTube videos. I was doing coaching. I was selling courses. I have affiliate marketing business at that time, early on. I still had my freelance writing business. We had kind of get it going at this time was a social media marketing agency, which I have since gotten rid of. We were doing Kindle publishing. Okay, so myself and my team, we were doing all this stuff, which is fine, but I was too diversified. And so this is a mistake I see a lot of people make is when you're reselling, maybe you have your 9-to-5 job, you have a little side hustle, and then you have this reselling business, which you're just killing it and crushing it, making a lot of money. Maybe you drop the side hustle for now. You still have your 9-to-5 job, you still have your friends and family, you still have your own health and wellness to look after. So don't mix in, your 9-to-5 job, your friends, your family, your own health, and then you got to sleep so many hours a day. Now on top of that, you got your side hustle, and then you're putting this priority on your reselling business. You got 6 different things you're worried about. Trust me, you're gonna get burnout. It's gonna be too much. So don't be so diversified. Focus on a couple different things. Now, if you have a 9-to-5 job, obviously you have to focus on that. But at the same time, you need to focus on your main priority, your main income stream, whether it's a 9-to-5 job or reselling. Awesome. Okay. Focus on your main income stream. Focus on one side hustle. Focus on your health. Focus on your family. Okay. 4 things. That's it. Now, sleeping, eating, breathing, that's stuff you have to do. Okay. So I'm not even gonna mention that, but that's stuff you have to do. Okay. So there's 4 things. Okay. Your main income stream, your side hustle, your friends, your family, which mainly is just your family, and then for you, it's your health and wellness. That is important. Now, I don't know which one you're going to put in the top priority. It should probably be your own health and your wellness, because without that, your friends and your family are never going to see you. You're probably going to be dead. Your main income stream, it's not going to be worth it because, again, you're going to be dead. And your side hustle, you're not going to be able to do your side hustle because, again, you'll probably be dead. Okay, so work on your health and wellness. That should be your utmost importance, main priority. But after that, figure out is it going to be your side hustle, your family, or is it going to be your main income stream? Which one is the most important? All right. So that's what I recommend you do. Now, I know a lot of people that do reselling. Okay, and a lot of these people have made similar mistakes that I've made. Some have made far greater mistakes. They've been more costly. Others have made very simple mistakes and they've fixed it very quickly. So whatever the mistakes you're making right now, just know, I made them, other people have made them as well, but it's how quickly you can fix those mistakes and turn around and keep running your business. So if you guys have any questions on, reselling, making money online, whatever it is, okay, you can always ask your questions down in the comment section below. But if you enjoyed today's video and you learned something, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys on the next one.